Hey, Al, just putting this screen recording together to give you a quick run through of the new feature called custom exercises, which Kelly mentioned. She also mentioned it won't be released until next year, so early January 24. Just wanted to provide a quick overview of what it will entail and what it will essentially look like. Because it won't be released until early 24, I would ask for this video just for your eyes only, and just as we kind of prepare a bit more material around it as well. So if we take it from a hub standpoint first, what you'll see is the introduction of this new tab over on the left hand side called the exercise library. So from here you'll be able to view any and all exercises that currently exist within the system. So all of these ones here being the key exercises that you can currently test and track, but with the addition now being able to differentiate between custom exercise and an output exercise. You can quickly filter to have a look at these. So if, for example, I only want to see the output exercises, it will just show those. And if I only want to have a look at the custom exercises, it will only show those here as well. To create a custom exercise, super simple. So you just go up the top right here, hit create custom exercise, give it a name, give it a YouTube instructional video if you'd like, and some instructions. Just a note here, if you put the instructions on a new line, it will basically number it for you. You then just have to choose the configuration. So if you want to use the sensor and get the sensor measurements in conjunction with that exercise, you just have to choose a base exercise. So say, for example, I've already tried this exercise out with the back squat that already exists within the system. I know it catches all the reps and I'm getting the data that I want to get. I can use that. What might be commonly chosen from here might be those free modes. So now you use some free modes in the contacts module, for example. So now you can just choose those, name it whatever you like, and then we'll just allow and help with that kind of long-term tracking as well. If you're not interested in getting the sensor measurements and just purely want to be able to log, for example, weight and reps that has been performed, you can just hit these boxes here. You can then add some metadata, so you can add some equipment that you might use with it, any body segments that exercise is targeting, and then you can also add in some additional search terms. So that will just allow you, if you have any kind of abbreviations that you use for that exercise, for example, a Romanian deadlift, you might pop in RDL, and then that will just make it easier to find there. Once you're happy with that, you can just hit create, and then it will pop into this kind of custom exercise block here. Once you've created an exercise, it will also sync across to the Capture app itself. So if we jump across there and into the dumbbell icon, you'll then see the addition of this custom exercise block. Now, the custom exercises will only exist in here if they're non-sensor tracking. So if we jump back to the left here, we can see, for example, this hop and stick is just a custom exercise because the only thing that we're recording in here is how many reps that someone has done. So then we log and save that. If it's a custom exercise, for example, if we take this bicep curl as an example, so that is actually in the barbell velocity category because that's the exercise that we chose that it works like. So we click in here and then search for bicep curl. It will then appear in here. It functions and flows the exact same as all the other velocity-based training metrics. So I pop in the weight that I'm using for the bicep curls, how many reps I want to do, how I want that feedback calculated, either by mean or peak velocity, and then I can choose if I want the velocity targets. Again, functions the exact same. So if, for example, I do a couple of reps here, hit the finish button, can review, track the exercises, I'll get my PB banner, I can track my 1RM with this if I selected that at the time. The only difference with these is you'll see the report issue button is gone. So that's just a kind of general recap and an overview of the custom exercises. Again, it's a very kind of quick video and an overview of it, but hopefully gives a brief introduction to it. Thanks, Al.